Salute Raider Nation. We got day 2 recap of free agency. Let's get it, man. Salute Raider Nation. Raider Ed back again with a live show of the Real Raiders Talk. We are talking free agency recap day 2 of the official free agency period. I usually will be joined by my primo Raider Nate, but today this man has work. I know how it is. I'm getting off of work myself. But we are trying to plan something, you guys, for the future. Like I said, me and Nate's schedules don't really match up, so it is very, very hard for us to really try to come together for live shows. So I'm rocking solo, but it's all right. It's all right. I want to give my salute if you're watching on Twitter or Facebook or YouTube. Thank you. But if you're watching on Facebook and Twitter, do me a favor, hop over to YouTube. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. You guys. I got to bring this up because I don't know how this happened. We've been away for a while. We've been away, and we are at 400. I don't know if you guys can see that. I got to maybe dim the light a little bit, but 480, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see that. 480 subscribers. So please, you guys, if you guys haven't already, if you're watching on Twitter or Facebook, head over to YouTube. Go to Raiders Primos. Hit that subscribe button. Also, you can leave your chat here. This is the best way to get involved with the live. The live does not happen, you guys, without Raider Nation. I need Raider Nation in the room. I need you guys in the room, in being involved in the conversation, because if it's just me talking into a camcorder, this will be a boring live, okay? But I want to give my salutes. A salute to Sean Johnson, the Ian Rappaport of Raider Nation, as I like to call it, Adam Schefter, however you want to spin it. Sean Johnson got the intel. He's going to give it to you. We got Chris in the building. He's also a new subscriber. Salute to you, Chris. First time coming in. We got Van City in the building. One of the day ones in the building. Primos, I have a serious question I've waited all day to ask you. And let's see what Van City, ask away. We got Al's Ghost. You have been a ghost. It's been a while since I've seen you. Glad to see you back in the chat. We got Annette Colazo in the building. Salute. We got my guy, that Raiders fan. Yo. Hey, let's get into it. I know we're on the late live. You guys, we got 14 in the chat across Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Like my brother Wasted always says, tell a friend to tell a friend. Share the link around. We are at 480, you guys. 480 subscribers. 20 subscribers away from 500, you guys. 20 subscribers away from 500. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button on the way in and hit that bell so you guys are not missing anything Raiders Primos related. We got Van City. What you gonna do, brother, when Minshew Mania runs all over you? Yes, I did walk in right into that one. But Van City, you're all right. Let's talk about these new additions, right? Let's talk about these new additions. I talked about it on Big Mike's channel. If you guys have not checked out my brother Big Mike, I don't know what you guys are doing. You guys are sleeping under a rock. But go check out my brother Big Mike on YouTube. We put up a fire show last night. I'm glad, it was an amazing show. Talked about, we're basically going to continue the conversation today about the additions, the subtractions of the team, and what is Telesco cooking under the NFL's eyes. What is he doing behind closed doors? Because we didn't do anything today. And there is news around the NFL that I want to talk about because it is shaping up the draft a little bit. The draft board is getting kind of wonky here, you guys, and we're gonna talk about it. But first things first, the subtractions from our Las Vegas Raiders. Jimmy G, Hunter Renfrow, Jermaine Illuminor, Tyler Hall, Meek Robertson, no longer Raiders. And I'm going to keep it short because I gave my piece, and I think I said Josh Jacobs. I said my piece on Big Mike's channel. I'm going to basically just reiterate what I said with Josh Jacobs, you guys. Josh Jacobs, like, he performed. I'm not taking anything away from Josh Jacobs when he was a Raider because he performed, had consecutive 1,000-yard seasons up until last season where he was injured majority of that season. And he was a baller for us. He was a baller. But I could not take the subliminal messages and shots towards the Las Vegas Raiders organization. You either wanted to be here, Josh Jacobs, or you did not want to be here. It was either that and you kept saying you want to be here, and then you're putting these subliminal outs, that a hero's gonna turn villain. You either want to be here or you didn't. And we seen that you wanted the bag. You wanted the bag, and that's what you cared about more. And I'm not gonna beat a guy up for wanting the bag more. It is bigger than football. You got a family to take care of, Josh. I get it. You wanted the bag, but then you want to go on Insta, and then you want to talk about loyalty. You want to talk about loyalty between an organization and to the players. Hey, Mark Davis hired AP. AP wanted you back. He made it clear he wanted you back. You just wanted the bag. You wanted the bag. And with this running back class coming out in the draft, you guys, I'm not mad at it. I'm not going to come on here and have a rant to the Raiders about, hey, you should have gave Jacobs the bag. You should have paid him $13 million a year. You should have paid him $14 million a year. You should have gave him the guaranteed money of $12.5 million. I'm cool off that. I am cool off that. Best of luck to you, Jacobs in Green Bay. Hunter Renfrow, best of luck to you, man. I hope you can clean up the injuries and the fumbling because, hey, you balled out once upon a time for us in 2021. You took over that wide receiver one position when it seemed like no one else could. So I hope the best luck to you. Jermaine Illuminor, same luck to you, bro. Like, everybody. I wish the best for everyone. I hope they succeed in their football lives, but they're not Raiders no more. So Raiders Primos, we likely not going to discuss them again unless, it's like comparing, contrasting, stuff like that. But crying that they left, bro. We're not gonna do that no more. I want to involve, like I said, I'm gonna involve y'all in the chat. I'm involving you on the chat. Chris, yeah, bro. Big Mike put on a hell of a show, and also, hey, kudos to Pharaoh. Kudos to Protect the Shield podcast. Kudos to Severe. I mean, hey, they all had a part. We all had a part in that. And again, I want to give the big shout out to Big Mike because he allowed us to come on his platform and just put on a hell of a show last night. Van City, Tyler Hall is still out there. We need to resign him and Adam Butler. And you know what, Van City? I think that's what it is with this corner room. And I want to just we're gonna talk about it more, but I'm just gonna give a little quick comment on that on your comment. Maybe Tyler Hall does get brought back, and I think I keep butchering his name. I don't know if it's Telesco. I think that's what he's doing. He wanted to get, because I think they were trying to make a move at Fuller. Now, the deal, I think we could have made that same deal, but obviously Telesco doesn't want to go that route. Now, does he bring back a Tyler Hall? I mean, AP in a presser, I believe it was at the Combine, he wants to prioritize the cornerback room. He wants to prioritize the cornerback position. Van City, me and you had a conversation behind the scenes about, should we get a shutdown corner? You want a shutdown corner. I agree with you on that, but that is not what – I don't think that's what AP wants. AP just said he wants to prioritize the cornerback room. He never said it had to be a shutdown corner. It could be a guy like maybe like a Kendall Fuller. I want to say Kendall Fuller is your shutdown guy, but maybe Stephon Gilmore, a guy that can He's not your true shutdown corner because he's not like how he used to be, where he was that true shutdown corner. But he's that guy that's gonna win more reps than give up reps. You hear, like that's I think what the type of corner AP wants to bring in. He wants a guy that's gonna win more reps than give up reps, kind of like a Jack Jones. He's gonna win more than what he's gonna give. He's not gonna let a wide receiver beat him over the top. And he's going to win more of those one-on-ones on the outside than give up those one-on-ones. And that's why I think Amik was a cornerback 4. A lot of people question, like, oh, what do you mean, Primo? Like, who's the cornerback 3? Well, I think corner 2 is Jack Jones. Corner 3 is Nate Hobbs. We're missing that corner 1. Now, can Jack Jones be a corner 1? He can. But then you're missing that corner 2. Amik is not corner 1 or corner 2. He's not. And you may disagree with me on that. But he was a 50-50 type of corner. He either made a big play or he gave up a big play. And coming down to the playoff time, you can only win so much by giving up, by having a 50-50 corner on the outside. Salute to Van City. Sean Johnson. Las Vegas Raiders' brand new updated salary cap is at $25 million, and we will be getting an additional $24 million come June 2nd. We can get additional cap onto the $25 million with Tay and Max. And I believe, Sean, we will be freeing up a little bit more money for the cap. And also, you guys be patient with just be patient with Tom. I'm not gonna say his last name because I'm either gonna say Telesco or Telesco. I'm just gonna say Tom. But be patient with Tom Telesco and AP. We don't know what they got cooking up behind closed doors, you guys. I know today was quiet with the Raiders, but you guys, he signed Christian Wilkins, he signed Gardner Minshew, he signed that tight end Bryant. I don't know him. I don't know a lot about him. I'll be honest. I don't know a lot about him. I know he's a good blocking tight end. That's all I really know about him. But he addressed it in need. Getting Christian Wilkins, big time free agent signing. Getting Gardner Minshew, that is a underrated signing. A lot of people looked at the contract, and I looked at the contract and I started overthinking about it. I'm like, man, we're really paying this guy close to $15 million. But then I thought about it. Look at last year, you guys. Look at rewind to last year. Look how many quarterbacks started for all 32 teams. I know for us, we dealt with the Jimmy G injury. Then, Brian Hoyer, he got benched because, he was just straight garbage. Josh McDaniels getting fired. That played a part into Aiden O'Connell getting the start. But outside of, what we had going on throughout the rest of the league, backup quarterbacks are a necessity, you guys. Backup quarterbacks are a necessity. And if Gardner Minshew got to come in because either God forbid, we get a Jaden Daniels in the draft and Jaden goes down with the injury, or Aiden gets a start and Aiden goes down with an injury, you got a serviceable backup at the helm. And if he is the starter for 1 year while Jaden Daniels sits behind him and learns behind him, I'm cool with that too. I am cool with that too. At first, it's like I like the signing. I didn't like the contract, but then it started making sense to me. The more I did research on it, the more it started making sense with me. That Raiders fan, we finally have a dominant force at defensive tackle, Christian Wilkins. I agree, man. Van City, let me see. He says, I'm over Jacob's shit. Good luck in Green Bay. Every offseason, it was troll. You can thank us, bro. We were always ride or die with you. And I said it from last season, you guys. At the start of the season, me and Nate had that debate. Nate was like, we need to sign Jacobs. I'm like, I'm cool off of franchise tagging Jacobs. I don't mind that we're not signing him till long because he's holding out. And at that point, I would like the holdout. I'm like, bro, you know what? I'm done with your shit. You want to hold out? Cool. Give Zamir a chance. Give Zamir White a chance. And then he came back, but there was reports that he wasn't in football shape. And I said, he's going to get hurt. Zamir's going to take his job. And then next season, we're moving on from him. Because Zamir is going to show something and is going to show AP that's like, you know what? Jacobs, like, you a dog, bro, but you know what? I'm cool. We'll move on. We'll be all right. And like I said, do I got confidence? Like I said in Big Mike's show last night, do I got confidence in Zamir? I'm more in like the 70% confidence of Zamir. If you guys have been following Zamir, Zamir's been putting in the work, you guys. He has been putting in the work to stay football ready. That guy has been in the gym working out like day and night. He is putting in the work. And that is something that I said that Jacobs, while he was holding out, it seemed like he wasn't really doing that. I mean, for the reports saying that he came in and he was not in football shape, you obviously wasn't taking the time to stay in football shape, football ready. And it showed the production on the field. Let me get in a few more comments. You guys, I'm glad he's gone. We do not need that distraction. You're right. You're right. Chris says Raiders are playing the market. That is why it is quiet. And I believe they are. I believe they are. And yeah, Tyler Hall will back up Nate Hobbs. And yeah, Fuller got signed. I was hoping Fuller was a Raider, but it is what it is. Sean Johnson, I'm telling you that connection with the Dory Jackson and Darnell Holmes. Holmes got connections with Patrick Graham and AP. Only allowed one touchdown and 1,419 snaps. These are sneaky signings possible. Sean, you're not wrong. Wasted brought up Adoree Jackson, and I would not mind bringing in Adoree Jackson. I still got to do a little bit of research on Darnell Holmes, but I do hear a lot of the nation speaking high on Darnell Holmes. So, if the Patrick Graham and AP connection, I mean, we've seen the Jack Jones and AP connection. Look how that turned out. If these guys, we got to remind ourselves, nation, we don't got scrubs as coaches with this coaching staff. We don't got Josh McDaniels type of coaching staff. We got guys that will connect to these players that if they got a connection, like this time, that means something to me. When I hear, hey, Darnell Holmes has a connection with Patrick Graham and AP, that means something to me now because of the Jack Jones and AP connection. And look how that turned out. That Raiders fan, do not remind me. I went to that game. Salute to Eli. We're not selling the farm to move up for a quarterback. We're going to take the best available quarterback in the second round. I predict we get Little Tua. And I'm 50-50 on this comment because, Eli, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't disagree with you. But I do it's like there's a part of me that disagrees and a part of me that doesn't. We'll talk more into it. Fan City, and we need that lockdown cornerback one. I honestly think Telesco, there we go. Telesco has been on the phone with Green Bay or New Orleans trying to wait for them to come down Jaire Alexander or Marshawn Lattimore. And let's talk about this real quick, Van City. The thing is with Jaire Alexander, you're giving up a first likely for Jaire Alexander, which is going to then put you out of the running for the quarterback position. And with Marshawn Lattimore, I think will probably be the safest trade, considering maybe New Orleans doesn't want a first-round pick. Now, if they do, any first-round picks not available right now. Reason why I say it is because I do believe that the Raiders are going to do whatever it takes to get Jaden Daniels. AP is going to do whatever it takes to get Jaden Daniels. And this is probably why also the Raiders are moving slow, you guys. This is also why I believe the Raiders are moving slow. Now, there's also this other scenario that I was believing. And it was, what if the Raiders trade back, right? Either they stay at 13 or they trade back. It doesn't got to be like they trade back like 24, 25. They just trade back maybe to 19, 18. And like Chris said here, you draft a corner in the first round. You get one of these top corners, maybe Teron or Arnold, Keon Mitchell, maybe Nate Wiggins, maybe Kool-Aid from Alabama. And then you go into the second round, you pick up another second, you get 2 seconds. You use one on the top offensive line that's on the board, and then you get your quarterback of the future. Whether that's a Spencer Rattler, maybe if it's a Bo Nix, if he falls out of the first, which who knows, he might still go late in the first. And if he does fall out of the first, he's going high in the second, so you might have to trade up in the second to get a Bo Nix. But what do you guys think about that? Getting your start, if we're not going to get our lockdown corner, if we need that lock, like Van City pointed out, if we need that lockdown cornerback one, how do you guys feel about trading back, gaining another second, so you can use that on a quarterback or the best offensive lineman on the best tackle or the best guard in the draft? What do you guys think about that? Van City says, do it, roll with Minshew, and draft Spencer Rattler. Van City, this is becoming more and more realistic for me. This is becoming very, very more real. And that's the thing, you guys. I'm putting my realistic cap on. I'm putting on my cap to think, okay, what if the Raiders can't trade up? Because let me bring something up, you guys. And I sent this to my man Van, because like I said, bro, me and Van City had a great conversation. And let me find it. So here's who's in front of us, you guys. We got the Bears, of course, at 1. You got the Commanders and Patriots. They're likely going to look at a quarterback. Those 3 teams are likely looking at a quarterback. We still waiting on with the Bears. I mean, if the Bears are keeping Fields, then they might get Marvin Harrison Jr. out of Ohio State. But then you got the Giants. People think they're not going to get a quarterback. I disagree. I think they're going to look at a quarterback. There's rumors coming out that they might move on from Daniel Jones, and they might not. So for me, it's 50-50. I'm playing it like, okay, Giants going to go after a quarterback until draft night comes and they don't. And then you got the Titans. You got the Bears again. You got the Jets. Aaron Rodgers is 39 years old, you guys. And Zach Wilson, he's looking like he's not living up to expectations. And then you got the Vikings. You got the Broncos. You got 1, 2, 3. You got 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 8 teams in front of us that need quarterbacks. 8 teams in front of us that need quarterbacks. That's why I'm saying you guys, let's look at it now of if we need to trade back or we just stay at 13. I wouldn't even be mad if we stay at 13. I'm just putting it out there. If we want to get that star cornerback and then get a quarterback that's early in the rounds, early first, early or second, then get a Spencer Rattler or Bo Nix in the early second. If Bo Nix falls to the second, I don't think he will, but if he does, you can fall into the second. And you could get your star offensive line, the best offensive line that's on the board in the second round. You can possibly get a Cooper Beebe, who I think he should be going up in draft boards, or you get your future center in Jackson Powers from Oregon in the second. You can, if you trade back, you can literally continue building this team for possibly a deep playoff run, if barring any injuries. Sean says, I think Tom is trying to play chess. Complete this team in free agency so we can move far for Jayden Daniels, possible, put us in the best situation to trade draft capital this year. Maybe. That Raiders fan. Washington would definitely take Daniels at 2. The fact they traded Sam Howell. Now, that Raiders fan, I want to say maybe not. Maybe they can try to get Caleb, because it all depends. And I've said this in the past live. It all depends what the Raiders do, or not the Raiders, the Bears do with Justin Fields. Because if the Bears go wide receiver at 1, then Washington has Caleb or Jayden on the board at that point. Now, could they take Jayden Daniels at 2? Yeah, they can. But who's to say they don't take Caleb? Now, New England can take Jayden at 3. And this is why it's going to get tricky, you guys, because if the Bears don't move on from Justin Fields, then yes, the Raiders can make a move to move up to 1. But that is going to cost a lot. And you know what? I'm not even going to say I wouldn't do it, because I would do it. If you believe Jayden Daniels is your guy, you go get him. The same way Champ Kelly and Dave Ziegler had the belief that C.J. Stroud was the franchise quarterback for our Raiders last year, do not make the same mistake Josh McDaniels did. Trade up for your guy. If Jayden Daniels is your guy and you have belief that Jayden Daniels is going to win you a Super Bowl as your quarterback, you trade up and you go get him. But if you feel that there is no way in hell that you can get Jayden Daniels, if he is off the books, then you either stay put at 13. You possibly could get your quarterback at 13, maybe Michael Penix if he falls. Maybe that injury will have him fall to 13. We'll see, because like I said, guys, there's a lot of quarterback needy teams in front of us. There's a lot of quarterback needy teams in front of us. We may have to trade up to 7, maybe to 6 to even get a Penix, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Van C says there are 5 teams in front of us that need quarterbacks. Yeah, I mean, besides the obvious, Pats, Bears, and the Commanders, yeah, there's 5 teams in front of us that need quarterbacks. And that's the thing, like we got to start thinking about that, because the same conversation we're having, y'all, about trading up, they're likely having about trading up. And I guarantee the Bears will likely want to move back to 6 than 13. Let's be honest. They will probably want to have back-to-back picks, get 8 and 9. With the Falcons getting Kirk Cousins at 8, I mean, they might try to go get a Marvin Harrison Jr. themselves and trade up. So it's Chris. So to Alex Torres for coming in the building. Chris, think about this. Tom T is not going to sell the farm, and the pick does not work out. Mark Davis will say you are fired. And you're right, Chris. You're right. You're right. And the thing is, if Tom gets fired, that's it. It's going to be like a Zeidler situation. Like, you're done. I mean, and imagine with AP. And the thing is, AP could go give me Jayden Daniels, but this isn't the Jack Jones situation. This isn't, oh, you're picking up a free agent. If he doesn't work out, cool, you could just release him. This is a first-round draft pick. This is trading away the Raiders' future to go possibly get a guy that you believe is going to get you to the playoffs, get you to the promised land, and if you give that pick to the Bears will not pick until like the 20th, because the Raiders are in the playoffs year in and year out. That is what you're banking on. So I hear you, Chris. This is something Tom has to think about. This isn't something that Tom can just be like, all right, let's do it. Now, this is something that's like, bro, if this don't work out, this is my job. This is my job. That's crazy, Sean. I didn't even know that. I still take Spencer Rattler, though. He's a little bit more mobile than Aiden. And shout out to Hondo Carpenter. He was on Graf and Wace's podcast, and he said that, Aiden O'Connell was kind of stuck in that Josh McDaniels mindset of not wanting to move out, utilize his legs, escape the pocket. It seems that Josh McDaniels was getting on Aiden to stay in the pocket. Hopefully this season, AP and Luke Getsy can kind of get Aiden out of that mindset and utilize his legs. Let me get more into these comments, you guys. I'm going to try to catch up. And Van City, you're right. People are sleeping on AOC. I've always said from the beginning, Van City, give AOC a shot. Let him earn the starting position. Let me see. Sean says, going to make a bold take. New England, if not Marvin Harrison Jr. or Neighbors, then New England goes bold and takes J.J. McCarthy. And that would be the biggest mistake in New England history. Unless Gerard Mayo is, the new Bill Belichick in New England and J.J. McCarthy's the new Tom Brady, you're not picking J.J. McCarthy at 3. I mean, it's a bold take. That is a bold take, because you are not taking J.J. McCarthy at 3 over Jayden Daniels. No, over Drake May. Hey, Chris, I wouldn't be mad at that. Go with Penix, draft your right tackle, draft your right guard. I think I would swap the guard out with the corner. But other than that, I'm cool with that. Hey, Van Seating, I remember, bro, because you showed me when you went you seen him live against Bo Nix, and you said both of them are dogs. And his arm talent is something to watch. His arm, and I get it, guys. Penix injury is scaring a lot of people, but that man can throw the football. That man can throw the football. When healthy, that guy's a dog. And this is again why you guys we're gonna build this offensive line. So it's a thrill in the building. So it's a big heck. Also, Alex, if we trade 2 or 3 years of draft picks, it's the same time we need to figure out if quarterback works or not. So I don't care. I want the quarterback of the future and AP2. And I agree, Alex. And this is a quarterback. This is a deep, deep quarterback class, you guys. Right now, my top quarterbacks is Jaden Daniels. I got Bo Nix and Michael Penix, kind of both on the same level. Spencer Rattler, and then in worst case scenario, JJ McCarthy. I know you probably got to put McCarthy over Rattler, but this is my personal, like who I want the Raiders to grab. Me personally, I don't like. I like Rattler more than JJ McCarthy. I think that underdog mindset is going to be in Rattler. He's going to come in with the chip on his shoulder. And you got guys like Rattler, Gardner Minshew, and Aiden O'Connell. All three guys got chips on their shoulder. And it's a quarterback. It is a quarterback, literally a quarterback competition between three quarterbacks. Iron sharpens iron. But outside of those guys, I mean, you got Michael Pratt from Tulane, Jordan Travis from Florida State. I liked Jordan Travis. That was an ugly, ugly injury, but I was watching him throughout the college season, and I really liked Jordan Travis. I believe if he stayed healthy, he could have made his way possibly into the top 5 of the prospects. I know Joe Milton is going up in draft boards, and then you got Sam Harden from Notre Dame. Those are more late round guys, and I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I'm not looking at a late round quarterback anymore. It's either an early round quarterback or you failed in my book. Actually, no, I can't even say that. I can't even say that because I feel like I'm speaking out of emotion at that point. Because you got Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell. So it's not a total loss. Because then like I said, we could use that first round pick to get a lockdown corner. Like I said, like a Keon Mitchell or Kool-Aid or Nate Wiggins. You can get that true lockdown corner, or bro, you beef up that. I don't think they're gonna do this, or you go get another defense tackle, or you get another defense tackle, or you get one of the top tackles. You get a J.C. Latham from Alabama, or a Fuaga from Oregon State. One of these top tackles coming out of the draft. The thing is, you guys, they can go. That's the thing with this pick. They can go any direction. We could all speculate, and any you guys' speculations, my speculations, can be correct. We can trade up, we can trade back, we can stay put. Any of that, the Raiders possibly will do. That Raiders fan, and salute to Big Heck. I want to get you in here. Yeah, hey, what up, man? Salute to you. But also that Raiders fan. People seem not to believe in O'Connell just because he's not mobile. And that Raiders fan, and that was my knock on him. But I'm not going to say I don't believe in the kid. I think he can get better. I didn't believe in him last year. I know when people were like, oh, O'Connell can get this to play. I didn't believe that because I believe he was going to make those rookie growing pains. And he had a lot to learn. But I do believe, give this man, he's going to come in with the fire this offseason. And him not being, if that Raiders fan, I'll say this, if AOC can add a little bit of mobility to his game, just a little bit, like when the pressure's coming and he gets out of the pocket, I'm going to tell you right now, AOC can be that guy. All he has to do is add a little bit of if he has a little bit of mobility, he can be that guy. Let me see. We got real men. We are black in the building. We saw what AOC was against the Vikings and on Christmas Day against Kansas City. He's trash. I don't want to say he's trash. We're black. But, I mean, hey, that's a good point. We do got to think about that. I mean, look what he did against the Vikings. Now, let's be honest, though. let's be honest though, real man. Renfro's fumble lost us that game. And also his interception because he had a bad time. Like that was, I mean, he still had what? I think it was like a minute. Hold on, brother. Looks like something in my eye. Well, he had like a minute. I believe it was like over a minute left. He had no timeouts. Hey, field goal to win the game and threw it right to a defender. So I mean, I hear you, Roman. Hey, that's valid. That's valid. I'm not gonna say he's trash though because of it, but it's valid. He had bad games. He had bad games against Vikings, bad games against Miami, bad games against Kansas City, and you do got to take that into account. But I'm not gonna say he's garbage. Did he play like trash in those games? Yes, he did. But overall, is he trash? I don't think so. If we were willing to give our old quarterback 9 years, bro, I could give Aiden O'Connell another year. 10 games, like, come on, you guys. Like, Aiden O'Connell played 10 games. Even, I'm gonna be honest, I'm going back on myself and saying I overreacted. I overreacted on Aiden O'Connell. I'm willing to give this kid a shot. And if he's the starter week 1, do I want him to start week 1? Me personally, no, because there's other options out there that we can possibly go get. But until there's no option anymore, and Aiden O'Connell starting week 1, hey, I'm supporting it because if Aiden O'Connell balls out, then the Raiders ball out, and the Raiders are winning football games. And that's all I want. All I want is for the Raiders to win football games. I don't care who's under. Bro, Ronald McDonald could be the quarterback of the Raiders. As long as we're winning football games, I'm cool with that. Bro, SpongeBob, yes. I am a youngin. I'm 25 years old. SpongeBob SquarePants can be the quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders. As long as we're winning football games, I will not be like Squidward, and I will enjoy that annoying-ass laugh that SpongeBob got. I'm going crazy now. I'm going crazy. Let me get down in the chat, you guys. Let me get down in the chat. I'm falling way behind. Salute to the 48 people in the chat across from Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, guys. If you guys haven't already, we are, I believe, let me check. We are 20 subs away. I believe from 500. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, we are still at 480. Hit that subscribe button if you like what we got over here at Raiders Primos. Hit that like and hit that bell so you guys are not missing anything. If you guys are on Twitter, hop over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Also, get active in the chat. It is the best way to get involved in the conversation. That's what makes this video, these live shows so fun. Hearing from the nation. Like I said, if it was just me talking to a camcorder, this will not be fun. This will not be fun. Eli, our defensive run game can get us to the playoffs. We only need a game-changer quarterback right now. The 49ers formula. It can only get you so far, Eli, and we've seen that in the Super Bowl. We've seen that in the Super Bowl. It would only get you so far, and that's to the Super Bowl. Could we win a Super Bowl with the 49ers formula? Because let's be honest, the 49ers formula is failing. AP said it best. There's one winner, 31 other losers. Like, I get it. We want to. I like Stu said it a long time ago. Salute to Stu. He said a long time ago the goal is to win a Super Bowl. Now I get it. We haven't even touched playoffs. For me, I think that's the improvement I want to see. But I'm saying in years' time, I don't want our formula to be the Niners formula. I don't want our formula to be the Niners formula for 3-4 years. If we make the playoffs next year, guys, I'm cool with that. I'm not saying, hey, next year we need to win a Super Bowl. Hey, we do, bro, kudos to the Raiders. I'm coming on here. I'm crying. We celebrating. We going crazy if the Raiders win the Super Bowl next year. But am I going to be upset? Of course. But if they make it to the playoffs, I'm like, yo, we improved. We got one more offseason, bro. Give us one more offseason. Give us one more offseason, and we gonna be right there. We're going to be right there. But that 49ers formula right now, Eli, it's not working for San Francisco. It's not working. I don't just want to get to the playoffs year in and year out and keep losing in the playoffs. I want to be where, let's call it what it is, where the Chiefs are at. Not just getting into the playoffs, but getting to the Super Bowl. Not just getting to the Super Bowl, but winning the Super Bowl. Could you imagine we get a Jaden Daniels and he wins us 3 Super Bowls in 5 years? Could you guys imagine? Win 3 Super Bowls in 5 years. I mean, that is the goal. That is the goal. And in the long-term plan, the goal is to win a Super Bowl. And I'm sorry I can't get into everyone's chat, everyone's comment, you guys. I wanna catch up. Thank you guys again, though, but for chatting the commenting, being in the chat. I appreciate that, you guys. So I don't know how to say how you say your name, man. Yaya. I'm salute to you, bro. Hey, thank you for popping up. Thank you for popping up. I'm sorry if I butcher your name, man. I'm really sorry if I butcher your name. C4 is a fighter. He is. He is. And Hondo's saying, man, that kid's coming in and he's gonna fight. And Aiden O'Connell says something that I love. He doesn't want to be given the starting job. He told AP, bring in other guys, bring in other quarterbacks. Let me earn the starting job next season. I don't want it. I don't want to just it be given to me. I want to earn the starting job. I love that mindset. I love that mindset. Hey, Thrill, I like that, but we need a little bit more touchdowns because 4 of those touchdowns came against the whack-ass Chargers. And against the Colts, that is where we needed AOC to really kind of carry us into a win. And he didn't do it. But like I said, what could he if he does that next season, hey, that's an improvement, right? If he starts carrying us into wins next season, if he's a starter, that's an improvement. And yeah, bro, McDaniels' offense wasn't going to help any quarterback. It wasn't going to help any quarterback. I appreciate that, Thrill. Yeah, you guys, man, subscribe. We are 20. We are 20 subscribers away from 500, you guys. We are at the halfway mark, closing in at 500, you guys. Yeah, Thrill, you're right. That's the goal. Win the big game. What's going on, Leak Guy? Leak Guy, I think that's how Big Mike said it. Leak Guy. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Van City. Hey, Brock Purdy had a hell of a game in the Super Bowl. The defense didn't play their strongest game. I'm sorry, Van City. I have to disagree with you on that. The defense kept the Niners in that game. Hell, they were up 10-0. And I get it. They're going against Mahomes. But that is the mindset that I said our Raiders need to have. Know who you're going against. Know who's across from you. It is the quarterback's job to put up points on the board, not the defense. It is the quarterback. Oh, yay. Sorry, y'all. My fasting just ended, and my beautiful Raiderette just brought me some coffee. And she already know what time it is. Yeah, can I get a glass? Thank you. But yeah, I got to disagree with you on that, Van City. Like the defense, yes, they gave up the game-winning touchdown to Kansas City. But if the Niners had full control, and also, Chris beat me to it. I can't even really put it on Brock Purdy. He did have a hell of a game. He could have done more. But not running with Christian McCaffrey, dumb play calling by the Niners coaching staff. Oh no, I hear you, Van City. I hear you, man. I hear you. But 2 touchdowns are not going to cut it. Like let's not act like Aiden O'Connell didn't have a late touchdown in that game. That I know the final score was what, like 23-20 or something like that against the Colts. That wasn't the score the entire game. That score became 23-20 with under 2 minutes left in the game. But yeah. And you know what, you guys, like I said, going into next season, I want to see what Aiden O'Connell brings. Like, I'm going to be keeping a close eye on minicamp, on training camp, because that quarterback battle is going to be something to watch, you guys. I mean, depending who we draft, of course, but like it's going to be something to watch. So to Alex Torres, thank you, bro. I'm telling you, bro, my girl, bro, she know what time it is. She know what time it is. She know what time it is. Bro, I came into her life and I was like, "You're a Raider fan," and she was like, "Okay." I'm like, bro, I'm gonna marry this woman. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna marry this woman. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm putting it into the universe. She's becoming my wife. I mean, she's giving me this. She's giving me this. Oh, come on now. How do I not marry that woman? Come on now. I did it. Hey, I did it in a Niner fan before. Never again. Never again. But salute to Alex Torres. Sorry, you guys. I'm giving my woman her flowers, man. Where would we be without women, man? Where would we be without our beautiful like girlfriends, future wives? Like, come on now. I just want to give her flowers. Alex Torres, bro. I would like to keep the same than last year. I know we got Wilkins, but we also we need also good depth, like re-sign Butler and Jenkins. And Alex, I know I was hearing Jenkins is going to Miami. He's taking a visit with Miami. Adam Butler, I would love to bring him back as a depth piece. I would love to bring him back as a depth piece. I don't know what Tom has cooking. I don't know what he has cooking. But we're gonna have to wait. Like I said, you guys, it's only been 2 days into the official free agency period. Let's chill out a little bit. Let's chill out a little bit. Let's kick back, relax, and let's give Telesco a little bit more time to see what he's got cooking up. Salute to Orlando, long time Big Mike Jr. Bro, Reese Rock is funny for that. He is so funny for that. When he brought that comment up, I'm like, ain't no way, bro. Me and Big Mike, like, I don't know if that's a compliment to Big Mike for as young, like he looked young, or do I look that old? I'm 25 years old. Hey Sean, I'm not the new coffee and convo. That's all graph, bro. It's all graph. That man has coffee and convo like that podcast that he has, man. I wake up. It was funny because he was on Twitter saying, should we have one? I was like, I ain't got no coffee, but let's have a combo. I usually have my coffee, but not today. And I think who asked it? Yeah, Big Heck. I'm on it. So my fasting schedule, I'm supporting my girlfriend. She's been her whole life, she's been doing Ramadan. So I'm like supporting her. So we're fasting together. Our fasting schedule, we basically can't eat or drink anything from sunrise to sunset. So our schedule out here in the West is about sunrise today was about 7:18 in the morning, and then it ended at about 7:14, 7:15. So about 12 hours a day. Yeah, I'm not eating or drinking anything. So yeah, and we do that for we're doing that for a month. And Chris, this is the offense and defense. This is the offense and defense's job. You got to put games away. You got to put games away. This is the offense and defense. Let's see. Van City's giving me a checklist. Is she hot? Yes, she is. Did she let you watch football on Sundays? Yes. That was my criteria when I proposed. Yo, Van City, you know what's funny? When football season ended, she was like, I told her because it was the day the Super Bowl was over. I was like, yeah, the Super Bowl's over. There's no football till like August, but I'm still gonna be talking about football, of course. But she was like, yes, I get my boyfriend on Sundays again. I'm like, damn, like, but she lets me watch football on Sunday, so I'm not gonna complain about that. Not gonna complain about that. We actually are making a plan to try to make a Raiders game out in Vegas this upcoming season. Don't know which one, but we're planning on it. Sean Johnson, this D line last year with Kuntz, Wilson, Jenkins, Max. This Wilkins, this defense front gonna be next level. Do maybe get a lockdown corner. We don't exactly get. We might be saved with the secondary. We might. Hey, they do, Van City. But with that, hey, I've been going. I appreciate all your comments. I think I caught up. let's dive into who's still available. Let's go out. Like I said, Kendall Fuller. He signed. Who he signed? Bro, I know he signed with somebody. I gotta go back and look at my Twitter feed. But Kendall Fuller's off the board. Devin White's off the board. I know a couple people wanted Devin White. Me personally, I didn't. I think we are actually good with our linebacker room. I think we could address the linebacker room in the draft. And there's actually some news coming out right now. The Bears have traded. Oh, there is breaking news right now, you guys. From Ian Rappaport, the Bears have traded for wide receiver Keenan Allen. Sources confirm the Jay Glazer report. A fourth rounder goes back to the Bears. That is breaking news, you guys, right now. Let me bring it up actually right here, so I don't have to be, I don't want to be looking down at y'all. So let me get in here. But yes, you guys, Keenan Allen, a Chicago Bear now. So, I mean, Sam Howell got traded away. This is breaking news right now, you guys. Keenan Allen is a Bear. So right now, shout out to Scout. He says they got Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, DeAndre Swift, Cole Kmet. All they're missing is that quarterback. All they're missing is that quarterback. And I think I need to there we go. But yeah, what you got? What y'all think? What y'all think? Man, like, hey, Keenan Allen, he's a Bear. And then salute to Sean Johnson. Here's the signings on Thursday. Eagles got Devin White. Lions got DJ Reader. Jaguars got Eric Armstead. The Bills got Curtis Samuel. Dolphins. Yeah, I was thinking it was the Dolphins. My mind's been blank, you guys. My mind's been blank. Dolphins got, sorry, you guys, my phone's blowing up with Twitter about the Keenan Allen trade. Kendall Fuller to the Dolphins, Hayden Hurst to the Chargers, Nathan Peterman to the Saints, Von Bell to the Bengals, Jerry Tillery, former Raider, to the Vikings. Seahawks got Tyrell Dotson. Panthers got DJ Winum. Packers got A.J. Dillon. They re-signed him. Cowboys got corner. They finally made a move. Cornerback Jordan Lewis. The Browns got Quentin Jefferson, also Devin Bush. The Bears added Coleman Shelton. Texans added Tim Settle. And the Vikings got Trent Sherfield. And Falcons got wide receiver Ray McLeod. And then, like I said, you guys, breaking news right now. The Bears have traded for wide receiver Keenan Allen. And the Chargers are going to be getting a fourth-round pick in return from the Bears. It's looking like the Bears are going to go quarterback. But again, that's not the trade we're waiting on, y'all. That's not the trade we're waiting on. We're waiting on, are they going to trade quarterback Justin Fields away? Maybe. But yeah, Keenan Allen is traded. Yeah, Bolt's cleaning house right now. And I think that's gonna probably put them. That's gonna put them in the running for a wide receiver at 5. They're likely gonna probably try to go get a Duzane. I think that's how you say his name, from Washington, or Neighbors from LSU. And Neighbors is nice, honestly. I like Marvin Harrison Jr., but Neighbors is my other wide receiver that I absolutely love. I know they could have got Mike Williams for free. That's what's funny. But Keenan Allen went healthy, and that dude's a dog. But yeah, you guys, that is the free agency moves that were around the league. Here is who is still available. I know I popped it up, the cornerbacks that are still available. Like I said, me and Van City, we were talking cornerbacks all day today. We're going to go to Spot Track, free agent tracker. Here's who is still left on the board. Give me any names, you guys, that you guys are looking at. Like I said, I'm looking at maybe probably a Stephon Gilmore, maybe an Adoree Jackson. I know Hondo said Xavier Howard can possibly be a locker room cancer. Hey, who knows? like with AP, with the way AP is keeping Jack Jones in check, maybe AP can do that with Xavier Howard. Xavier Howard, I believe, had 10 interceptions in 2020. Another guy I wouldn't mind bringing in, Patrick Peterson. I know he's getting up there in age, you guys. Unless I think, oh, my Wi-Fi is like just being slow right now. I know Patrick Peterson's up there in age. He's 33 years old, but he had 5 interceptions 2 seasons ago. He also had 2 interceptions last season. I mean, think about the defensive line we're building here, you guys. The corners are not going to have to be holding up for 6-7 seconds. Like, don't get me wrong, they still gonna have to cover. I wouldn't be mad bringing in a Patrick Peterson. And if that is like our last resort and on the cheap, if we're not trying to pay big money for a corner, go look at Patrick Peterson. Spot track over here tripping, bro. Hold on, I gotta trying to pull up the list for y'all. Give me a sec, y'all. Sorry, spot track over here tripping. Oh yeah, no, dude, Duzane is a dog too, Van City. I think that's how you say his name. Is it Duzane? Or is it Dunaze? Adunaze. I don't know how to say his name. I'm just gonna say wrong. Wrong. Chris says bring back Woodson. Bro, Woodson probably still could ball. That's what's funny. You know what? Let me just do this. Free. Oh, here we go. Okay. Here we go. Bro, Christian Wilkins was the first rated defensive tackle or defensive lineman. And we got him. We got him. So let me go to the corner room. Let's go to available. Let's update it. Let's see what Spot Track has for us. If they load it up. Because like I said, man, they're tweaking right now. If need be, I'll just pull it up on my phone, but I really didn't want to do that. I don't like looking down at my phone, you guys. I want to look at you guys. And I want to, talk to you guys, eye to eye. I don't like looking at my phone, so I'm probably just going to do this. I'm putting on this side because Spot Track really just tweaking right now. So right now we got Xavier Howard. We got J.C. Jackson. I'm passing on J.C. Jackson. You got Adoree Jackson. He's 28 years old. His stats are not the prettiest, y'all. I'm going to be honest. Looking at it, his stats last year with the Giants, he had 63 combined tackles, 14 assisted, 1 interception. The only multi-year interception season he had was with Tennessee in 2018, and his career high is 2 interceptions in a season. And the reason why I bring up the draft, though, we might even be able to get a corner in the second round because Telesco, he drafted Asante Samuel at the 47th overall pick. So he might be able to get somebody in the second. But continuing, we got Stephon Gilmore, got Micah Hyde, Michael Davis from the Chargers. I will pass on Michael Davis. I feel like every time we play the Chargers, we're cooking him. Avonte Maddox, he's 20. He's 27. Wouldn't mind taking a flyer on him. But we are talking about cornerback 1. Avonte Maddox is more of that slot guy. Patrick Peterson, like I said, I mean he might be up there as an option. CJ Henderson. I know Steven Nelson. A lot of guys have been bringing up Steven Nelson's name. You got Levi Wallace. I was gonna be a troll and bring up this name and be like, "Hey, let's bring back Rockinson." I was gonna be a troll and just like, "Hey, Rockinson is available." I mean, he is available, but I wouldn't bring him back. Hey, maybe. I mean, he actually played well for us. I actually liked Yasin. And they got Shaquille Griffin, and they got Keon Cross, and you got a bunch of names that I'm not really too familiar with. But yeah, I mean, who you guys looking at in the cornerbacks in free agency? Like I said, the 3 guys I'm looking at: Patrick Peterson, Xavier Howard, Stephon Gilmore. Those are the 3 guys. Oh, and Adoree Jackson. So 4. Those are the corners that I'm looking at. Salute to Van City. He said, "Can we talk about this for a minute? This is definitely something fun. There's definitely something funny going on in Chicago with Fields and this decision." All right, you know what? Let's talk about it. Chargers trading away Keenan Allen to the Bears for fourth round pick, and they still got Justin Fields. So right now, and I think they just tweeted out. Let me see. I know. Yeah, Adam Schefter just tweeted out. Bears offseason addition so far. Wide receiver Keenan Allen, running back DeAndre Swift, tight end Gerald Everett, safety Kevin Byard, center Coleman Shelton, defensive back Jonathan Owen. Chicago also owns the number one and number 9 overall picks in April's draft. There is definitely something funny going on, Van City, in Chicago. The thing is, we don't know. We don't know. Like we don't know. What are they going to do with Fields? We don't know. And also, before I forget, you guys, speaking, because I see y'all talking about the Falcons. I know they're getting looked at for possibly tampering with Saquon Barkley and or the Eagles tampering with Saquon Barkley, and then the Falcons tampering with Kirk Cousins. I did my research, and if they do find them guilty of, the tampering outside of the tampering period, then the Falcons could either get fined or they're going to lose a draft pick. Now, what draft pick? Would it be the first? Nobody knows, but it can get interesting here with that tampering investigation going on between Philly and Atlanta. Adunze. Okay, I was right. Okay. Van City also said Terran Arnold, Nate Wiggins, or Keon Mitchell. Yep, those are my 3 corners. If we're gonna stay at 13, or not really stay at 13, if we're gonna trade back and we're looking at corner, those are my 3 corners. Oh yeah, I do remember that. I think Desmond Ridder got traded, and then Atlanta wanted Kirk Cousins, and it was funny because those rumors were heating up. Chris, that's what's crazy. Those rumors were heating up between Atlanta and Chicago. That's what's crazy, and then it just died. And then another tweet came out from Adam Schefter. He just tweeted, he said the Chargers offense now is set to go into next season without Keenan Allen, without Mike Williams, without Austin Eckler, and Gerald Everett. A new look offense for Justin Herbert. Chargers, if you know what's best for Justin Herbert, just trade Herbert to the dark side, bro. You're not going to do it, of course, but, Herbert deserves better. Yeah, that's what I think, Chris. That's what I think. I think Atlanta always wanted Cousins. But it's gonna be crazy, you guys, in April. And you guys, we are going live. Me and Nate are gonna be live for the NFL draft. So come in. We're gonna be watching the craziness all together. We're gonna be watching the craziness all together, all the trades, the trade ups, the trade downs, surprise picks, reaches. You're gonna get our live reaction, and we want to hear from you guys. I think we covered about everything, all the moves that have been around the league. Like I said, corners, those are what I'm looking at in free agency. Patrick Peterson, Adoree Jackson, Xavier Howard, possibly Stephon Gilmore. If not, go in the draft. Go look at it. Keon Mitchell. You could get a Kool-Aid. Maybe Terrion Arnold. I would use that cornerback pick in the first round. If not, you can possibly get maybe a Cooper DeJean out of Iowa. In the early second. And then maybe get your tackle of the future, J.C. Latham, maybe Fuaga. Bro, all the notes I got. This is all the players. I got to start doing some more homework though on these guys. I was all day at work, you guys, just trying to get as much knowledge on these prospects because I want to make an educated guess on who I think the Raiders should target. And I do agree, Latham and Fuaga, if they're there at 13, you don't trade back. You get your starting tackles of the future. We need help on that right side, and that is I'm looking in the draft. I know there's a guy out there also. I think he plays guard. My goodness, spot track is tripping. He plays for Minnesota. And we got more breaking news. The Chiefs just signed Hollywood Brown. We got more breaking news, you guys. The AFC West is making moves. The AFC West is making moves, and it's not the Raiders. It is Adam Schefter tweeting out a new weapon for Patrick Mahomes. Former Ravens and Cardinals wide receiver Marquise Hollywood Brown is expected to sign a one-year deal with the Kansas City Chiefs, per sources. During his final season in Baltimore in 2021, Brown had 91 catches for 1,008 yards and 6 touchdowns. During 26 games over 2 seasons in Arizona, Brown had 118 catches for 1,283 yards and 7 touchdowns. Guys, there is news coming out now. As you know, we was just about to end it. And there is breaking news coming out of the AFC West, but it is not our Raiders. It is not our Raiders. It is the Chargers trading away Keenan Allen, and it is the Kansas City Chiefs trying to go Hollywood. Let me give you guys the reaction real quick. I'm not really too worried about it. Outside of being in Baltimore, it seems that Hollywood has disappeared, but I mean, he's playing with Mahomes, you guys. All right, we got to think about that. He's playing with Mahomes. I'm not going to say he's awful, Van City. He played awful, but he played off, and it's worked up to $11 million. That is the contract, $11 million. And I'm not going to say Brown is awful, because the reason why I'm saying that is because he's going to be playing with number 15. Hey, I'm not going to lie. Like, with Baltimore and Arizona, he played bad. I just don't want to say he's going to be awful with the Chiefs, because, bro, he got 15 thrown into him. Unless he's anything like Kadarius Toney, and I'm cool with it. If it's anything like a Kadarius Toney situation, I am cool with it. Let me get into some more of these questions. Chris says, a Penix in Vegas, you can't beat that, or can you? Hey, Bunny Ranch gonna be calling. Bro, that's what these Raiders are known for. We got quarterbacks that are gonna be in the Bunny Ranch. You got Gardner Minshew, like with that hair, bro. Like, he gonna be in the Bunny Ranch all night. You got a name like Penix? Oh, come on, they gonna be wanting your Penix all night. Pause. Yaya says, not hot on Penix due to the four-season ending injuries already. I don't think he had a season-ending injury last year. I know he had one during his career, but I'm not sure. Hey, hopefully, Sean. Hey, you know what's funny? Our bro Graf said that once we end the live stream, that's when news is gonna break. Hold on, we got they still. I'm trying to catch up on this news. We got still Ian reporting. Let me see. What he put. Ian said there was a thought that the Chiefs needed to wait until they traded L'Jarius Sneed before making a big-time signing. Instead, they look up Hollywood Brown. Okay, so he's just adding on to the Hollywood Brown news. But outside of that, you guys, nothing really else to talk about. Nothing really else to really dive into. Yeah. I mean, I think we discussed everything. We're going to be back. Either I'm going to try to be on a show with Protect the Shield podcast over there. But even if I'm not over there, you guys, go check Protect the Shield podcast. Like, he puts on fire content over there, talks everything about the Raiders, everything going on around the NFL, knows his Raider knowledge. Go over there and support my brother, Chris at Protect the Shield podcast. He's going to be having a special guest tomorrow night. So go subscribe to his channel. Go hit that bell so you're not missing anything over there. I'm going to try to show up if I can. And then Saturday, you guys, we might have 2 shows. I'm going to bring Nate on for an early morning show, and we might have an evening show. I'm still trying to put it together with a special guest. You guys may know him from past lives. But yeah, he is gonna he's gonna try to make an attempt to come on. We're still trying to get things. We're gonna get things. We're trying to get things together, trying to get it together. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Hit the bell, you guys. Hit the bell so you guys are not missing anything from Raiders Primos. Also, on the way out, please, you guys, we are 20 subscribers away. If you are already sub, tell your friends, tell your family, tell anyone who loves talking football, loves talking Raider football, more than me, please. Like, because I love, like, as you guys can see, I love just engaging in the chat, engaging with y'all. Y'all make these live shows fun. Talking about, but like I said, man, I got work. I was fasting all day. I am exhausted, y'all. If I could stay on here longer, I would, but that's why we're gonna be on Saturday. We might be having some long shows on Saturday, so stick with me on Saturday. I will see you guys on Saturday. But yes, like, subscribe, hit the bell on the way out. I'll see you guys either tomorrow on Protect the Shield, or I'm gonna see you guys Saturday, all day in the morning and at night. I love y'all. Y'all stay blessed. God bless. Please stay safe out there, you guys. All the craziness in the world. I don't want to see any of my Raider brothers and sisters getting hurt. So please, please stay safe out there. I want to see you guys' names up in here in the chat. It tells me that you guys are all right. Y'all are staying safe. In any way I can bring good vibes, I want to do that to you. I love y'all. Y'all stay safe. Peace. Love y'all.